Robyn here. I'm the Green Smoothie Girl. And I'm on my front porch today with a really big topic. It's really important. We've gotten quite a lot of letters, and they're increasing lately, about the green smoothie debate. We have a few experts who, people who are, have a lot of credibility, who are saying, don't drink green smoothies. That's not good enough. You need to do something else, like salads or however else you get your greens. By the way, I'm a big fan of salads. And by the way, I don't think that green smoothies are the only thing we need to do, and we need to just drink a green smoothie a day and call it good, and we're golden, and it's going to cover all our sins. Make sure you know that. And if you come to my classes and you're really listening, then you'll hear that green smoothies are a first step. They're highest and best use of your kitchen time. They're a way that modern people who are spending right now 20 minutes a day in food-related activities can fit this into their lifestyle. But we actually have lots of other habits we promote, and I'm a big fan of chewing your food too and chewing your fiber. But the two criticisms that we're hearing are that a few people out on the internet are saying, and it's just circulating a lot, so it sounds like it has more credibility just because a couple people are saying this, is that the fiber is too broken down in a green smoothie and that the fruit makes your blood sugar spike. Well, let me deal with the easier one first. Blood sugar spiking, if it is, you have too much fruit. A lot of people think that a green smoothie is a really heavily fruit smoothie with a handful of spinach in it. That's not what I teach. What I teach is a third water, a third greens that are blended. So let's say you put 3 cups of water in your blender jar, then you blend greens until liquefied it comes to 6 cups. So that is a heck of a lot, like a 3/4 of a pound of greens. And then another 3 cups of blended fruit. And actually if you do less fruit, that'd be great. If you're diabetic or you're worried about blood sugars, you can use lower sugar fruits like apples and berries. Another thing I recommend you do is use a lot of lemon juice, which is low in sugar, and then some stevia to sweeten it. So you kind of this lemonade base with no impact on your blood sugar. But generally speaking, guess what the thing that is going to slow down the impact on your blood sugar of fruit most effectively? You guessed it, greens. Okay, so we already have lots of greens in there. I have been hypoglycemic since I was 5. And I don't have any problem with green smoothies even when I drink them by myself. So 1/3 water, 1/3 greens, 1/3 fruit, you really should not have a problem. The 3 people that are out there, saying stuff, and I've only researched one of them. I've listened to Brian Clement's video on the subject. There's Dr. Brian Clement, who's the founder of Hippocrates. There's Caldwell Esselstyn, who's Bill Clinton's cardiologist and brought his, all his heart problems into line. And Bill Clinton is now a vegetarian. And then there's Colin Campbell, who is the primary author of the China study, did the most important nutrition study in history. So all 3 of these men are titans and doing great work out there. Brian Clement and Colin Campbell are my friends. I don't know Caldwell Esselstyn personally, but they do great work. I think the reason, I'm going to give my reason why. I discussed with Brian Clement briefly why he says this about green smoothies and how I feel about it, and I kind of felt like he agreed with me. These guys are seeing death and disease. These guys are seeing the macro picture on a research level, especially Campbell, and on a practice level, especially Esselstyn and Clement. What happens to people when they eat the standard American diet, and they see what happens when they do a very, very purist diet, which at Hippocrates, I just stayed there last month. What people do when they drink nothing but green juices and eat all alkaline, all raw vegan foods. Well, that's what you do at Hippocrates. And they see massive, dramatic turnarounds from putting people on a raw vegan diet. I'm a huge fan of what they do. What I am doing is a little bit different. I am trying to pull people over from the standard American diet, get them to take a step at a time towards a more plant-based diet. And I have found that in my classes, last year I taught classes to 9,000 people live, that between 0% and 0.5% of Americans are eating the amount of greens that I put on a platter and show as the amount that goes into a quart of green smoothie. That means 99.5% to 100% of Americans are not getting the amount of green food that I suggest you get in a quart of green smoothie. So that and my research is published in the Green Smoothies Diet, talking about the health benefits that people achieve. Over 95% of people who just add this one habit, forget about all the other habits I teach, but just the green smoothie habit, over 95% have a noticeable impact, positive impact on their health or quality of life. Over 95%. top health benefits being better digestion, weight loss, energy gain, which just about everybody needs one, two, or all three of those things. So you know, we have thousands of testimonials on GreenSmoothieGirl.com. We have had them for 4.5 years now since I put the site up, that green smoothies have a dramatic impact on health, and they are something that virtually everyone will do. Okay? I consider it like that first step that just about anyone will do. Most people will not juice. Even people who have juiced and then thrown away the fiber, as high nutrition as that is, most people will not sustain that habit, and I'm looking for sustainable practices. So I've said a lot of stuff here. I've just like hit you rapid fire because I want to do a short video on a huge topic. But remember too that our palate has narrowed over the last 3 generations, and we are not able to break down food to be completely creamed very well. Victoria Botanko talks about this in her book Green for Life, and how we cannot anymore do what the primates do. I'm still a fan of eating salads. I'm still a fan of chewing your food. But I think the green smoothies have a place too. They're not worthless, they're not harmful, as a couple of people have said on the internet. They are a 9.5 on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of nutrition habits. So just want to put your mind at ease and kind of give you some perspective on that. I know that I'm not the only voice out there. I may not have the, all the answers and all the truth, but I feel very strongly from the professional work that I do in about 50 cities in the US each year where I speak, that testimonial-wise and my research published in my best-selling book, green smoothies are a great habit. Do it, feel proud that you do it, feel glad that you do it, teach other people to do it, make sure you're getting your kids to drink at least a pint a day. And that's what I have to say about the great green smoothie debate. I'm Robyn Openshaw. I'm the Green Smoothie Girl. See you next time.